the CC in charge of gender, youth, sports and social services, County Government of Nyeri, and our able Governor, Dr. Mwalimu Mutahi Kahiga. Today we are here to engage with the media on the upcoming launch of the Nyeri County Youth Development Policy, which is set to be launched on 29th of November 2024. The youth policy is a document or a framework that is giving us guidelines or a framework on how to address the youth issues that are in Nyeri County. So this policy process began in 2021, where that time during COVID time, so we engaged youth from all the sub-counties. Every sub-county had 100 youth. We took their views, their voices were incorporated in the documents. And after that, the process went through the validation from various stakeholders in the youth space, national government agencies and ministries, youth serving organizations, FBOs, and other stakeholders who validated and gave their voice in the document. After that, the document was taken through the cabinet, and the cabinet approved and validated. From there, we took the document to the county assembly, who approved this document last year, December. And now we want to launch the document, and hoping that stakeholders will come and join hands with us so that after the launch, we are able to implement the document. Because if you look at the document, there were 12 thematic areas that were identified. And just to mention a few, we have health and well-being of the youth, because we know youth are affected, they have issues that affect the youth, matters mental health, matters sexual and gender-based violence, matters of drugs and substance abuse. We have another thematic area, labor and skills education. For our youth, we have social inclusion, governance, matters of climate change and environment sustainability. So we are looking at 12 thematic areas. The last thematic area is where we have the matters of radicalization and violent extremism, because we know Nyeri is not unique to these matters. I'm sure you're aware that sometimes back in Majengo, we had someone who later went and participated during Dusit. So these are the issues that are affecting our youth in Nyeri. And so in the document, we have come up with a very broad-based strategies and objectives that are addressing each of these 12 thematic areas. And so we want to call upon our youth of Nyeri. They are a key player in these documents. And so we want them to familiarize themselves with the documents, be part of this process, be the advocacy in this process to make sure that the implementations are done. Media, the reason we are also engaging the media is a key player in this, and that is why today we are also engaging the media. Now they have a better understanding of what this youth policy is. And so I want to invite all the youth of Nyeri to the launch at Nyeri Primary on 29th. We have a number of activities that are going to take place on that day. We are going to have panel discussion majoring on the 12 thematic areas that we have mentioned. We shall be having side events on all that. And of course, we are going to have entertainment. We shall be having Tony Young joining us to entertain the youth, and other local entertainers from Nyeri. So karibuni on that day. Asante. The number of youth in Nyeri, out of the population of 759, we have 203,400. So that's a big number of our youth, and we are talking about the youth bulge when issues of unemployment. So I think the number one issue out of all those 12 thematic areas, the number one is unemployment, because you see there are a lot of youth that are coming out of the universities, another institution of learning, but they lack employment. So unemployment is one of the unemployment and underemployment, because maybe you have the skills, but it's not in line with what you have. So the underemployment is also an issue. The other issue maybe currently is matters of mental health. I'm sure you're all aware these are the issues that are affecting our youth, and especially our male youth. And it's one of the target, we also have 13 targets, youth, female youth, male youth, youth with disability, youth who are out of school, in school. And so youth are also affected by matters of mental health, especially the boy child. So those are the issues we want to deal with, and well explained in the policy. Only that we want to call on all stakeholders, because as a county government or as a department, we can't do this alone. And that is why we need all the stakeholders within all these thematic areas. We join hands, and together I'm sure we'll be able to implement this. Thank you. The percent, I can say there's a number of youth who are, quite a number of youth who are not employed. Yes. Yeah, asante. Sorry? Yes. If you look at if you look at all the thematic areas, now for example, if I can talk about matters labor and employment or skills development, I had mentioned that there are broad-based strategies and objectives. So within each thematic area, we have talked of how the commitment that the county government, together with the stakeholders, are committing to address. So each of the thematic areas, there are strategies on how we are going to address each of them.
Committee for the Nyeri County Youth Development Policy. We are saying, as the youths of Nyeri, this is a miraculous document to us, because it aims on mainstreaming all youth activities and programs in our county government. And the theme of the launch is that we want to link the Nyeri youth to sustainable growth through innovation. The Nyeri youth, who is in all our sub-counties, will have a chance to interact with exhibitors from various, all those priority areas that are focused in the policy, and we will link them to opportunities and expose them to the market according to what they do. And we want to invite all youths from Nyeri that you come and witness the launch on 29th of November at Moi Complex, Nyeri Primary. Come, witness, and engage with our role models, engage with our leaders, and everyone that we look up to. Hamari.
Okay, kwa majina yangu naitwa Waifiti. Mimi ni mwanamuziki kutoka hii Nyeri Town. Nimefurahia sana kusikia kuna hii mpango mpya Nyeri Development Youth Policy. Mimi kama msanii ninaona nitakuwa na more benefits. Vijana wale wote wamezama kwa madawa za kulevya pia watakuwa na opportunities za kupata ajira. Na sina mengi ya kusema. Congratulations to the county, His Excellency Mutahi Kahiga, na kila mtu mwenye amepanga hii kitu. Tukutane tarehe ngapi? 29 November pale Nyeri Moi Complex, na tunashukuru. Okay. Hamare to ajita